Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the whole flock of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah, not Hashem, not Yahweh, Haveh, Vave. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua, not Yahusha, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos. It's Yahweh Shah. So gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rekah Wadash. Love honors to the apostles, elder bishops, and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all Israel, whether accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim believing this truth, pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth. Salakia. Again, a sincere salutation to all the Akim believing this truth and pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the whole elect. Shalom to the Akwath who are listening learning. If you sis who are listening learning. Mazai from GMS Orlando, Camp Prophet of Doom, coming into a lesson, true facts, faith, and edification. Another daily edification, Lord willing to be edifying. So I titled this lesson, Big Brothers Watching and Listening. Hey, Shalom to all the Akim not while tuning in. Yabba Shema Shah Barakathum. Wow, that's crazy. Hey, I saw this yesterday, man. I said, damn, I gotta do a lesson on this. Yeah, so first let me pull up all right, so the volume good. I want to pull up this copyright disclaimer first before I play this, just in case. So let me pull this up. Let me drop that. As a matter of fact, no, hold on. Let me pull this up on YouTube first. Yeah, I want to make some points on this, man. I saw that yesterday. It's crazy. So bear with me here. I'm gonna pull this up. Just bear with me for a moment. I want to read this copyright disclaimer before I do anything, just in case. And I'm trying out this. I'm finna try to do another live with connected directly to the router. So I'm gonna see how this works because I'm connected to the router and I got the Wi-Fi on. So I'm gonna see how this go. If not, I'm gonna do a recording. I just recorded it and try it that way. But yeah, man, I saw this yesterday, bro. I'm like, man, it's gonna be heavy. This is heavy, man. Esau, he trying to obtain that Godhead, man. This nigga want to be the Lord, man. So let me get this here. It's only 5 minutes, so Lord willing to go. So this is copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair uses are used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. This is for educational purposes only. This is not for monetary gain. I do not own the copyright to this video. This is for educational purposes only. Lord willing to be edifying. All right. Let's get this, man. Hey, this is heavy, man. Esau. Hey, that's that Ezekiel 28. This devil wanna, hey, he wanna know everything, man. And this is your kingdom. You should want to know everything, but he can't. He don't. Esau don't know. He don't know nothing about the back alley deals that goes on, man. But this is what he's trying to do. Hey, Lord Willis be able to find him. I'm turning it for you now. Yeah, this popped up yesterday. I ain't never seen this guy before. Popped up yesterday in my feed. I'm like, man, I listened to this. I'm like, man, I got to do a lesson on this, man. I thought about all the precepts that I'm, Lord willing, going to read if it play correctly. So, yeah.
Flock Safety has recently quietly rolled out a new feature that turns their gunshot detection microphones into constant human conversation surveillance. In this video, I will cover the new feature and why privacy experts are begging cities to rip these things down before it's too late. So first, let me briefly explain what Flock Safety actually is. You've probably seen the cameras in your neighborhood. They're automated license plate readers that sit on poles and record every car that drives by. They're in over 6,000 communities across the US, but recently they've released something called the Raven system. These are high-powered microphones that originally were supposed to detect gunshots and alert the police. However, in October of this past year, Flock announced something called distress detection. Their microphones can now listen for sounds of human distress like screaming or wailing and automatically alert the cops. These also aren't regular microphones. They're described as high-powered microphones parked above densely populated city streets, and that means that they can pick up conversations from far away, even in noisy environments. Unlike a camera that just shows you walking by, audio captures everything, the actual words you're saying and the emotion in your voice. Your voice gives away much more than people think. Voice data can expose your age, gender, health conditions, personality traits, and emotional states. Companies have literally patented technology that figures out your health problems just by analyzing how you talk to your smart speaker. This audio can also be used to build a profile on you, where you go and who you're with. When this data gets stored, it also creates a huge target for hackers. Voice recordings can be used for identity theft and voice cloning. Now here's where it gets really messy. Most states have laws against recording private conversations without consent. They're called eavesdropping or wiretapping laws. In states like California, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, and Illinois, you need everyone's permission to record a conversation. Breaking these laws can get you fined $2,500 per violation or even thrown in jail. But in these cases, nobody really knows if these laws apply to Flock's microphones yet. The government isn't part of your conversation, but they're recording you anyways. The courts haven't figured this out. And even in places where recording might be legal, you're supposed to let people know they're being recorded either way. There likely aren't going to be signs on every street corner warning you that you're being recorded. The other issue is that Flock's gunshot detection already has massive problems. Car backfires get mistaken for gunfire. Fireworks trigger false alerts. According to the Illinois Village Trustee, over 99% of Flock's alerts don't result in any police action. Now imagine applying that same broken technology to human.
Hey, is the video playing good? I mean, it sounds good from my phone. I just want to make sure it sounds good, man. Hey, yeah, bro, that's spirit, bro. I said that's a spirit. Yeah, man. Esau want to listen to everything, man. Hey, the scripture got to be fulfilled. That Ezekiel 28. Hey, they said that there is no secret that you can hide from him. So this devil trying to obtain Godhead, man. All right, the water. All right, let's finish this.
Voices. What counts as distress? Potentially kids playing and yelling on the playground, actors rehearsing a scene, someone cheering at a sports game, someone crying about bad news. The system has no way of telling the difference. This also isn't just annoying, it's dangerous. In Chicago, a similar gunshot detection system called ShotSpotter sent police to what they thought was active gunfire. A child got shot at by officers responding to a false alarm. Now imagine that happening because the system thought someone screaming at a concert was in distress, or potentially because kids were playing too loud. Police show up thinking there's an emergency, and suddenly a normal situation becomes dangerous. There's also a bigger issue here. The First Amendment protects your rights to speak freely. But when you know microphones are listening and analyzing your emotional, you start watching what you say. Maybe you don't want to have that loud conversation about politics. Maybe you keep your voice down when talking about something controversial. That's called the chilling effect, and it kills free speech. Schools and public spaces naturally have loud, passionate conversations, and that's totally normal. But now these conversations might be triggering police alerts. The Electronic Frontier Foundation called this feature a whole new can of unforeseen legal, civil liberties, and even bodily safety consequences. They're telling cities to cancel their Flock contracts before people get hurt. The ACLU has been tracking Flock's expansion into surveillance tech, noting that they have now solar-powered video cameras, drones, and audio detection hardware. It's a full surveillance system, and some cities are starting to listen. Evanston, Illinois canceled their Flock contract and ordered the equipment removed. When Flock mysteriously put the cameras back up, the city sent them a cease and desist letter and literally covered the cameras with black tape. 2 members of Congress launched an investigation into Flock last year. They looked at how the company enables invasive surveillance practices that threaten the privacy, safety, and civil liberties of women, immigrants, and vulnerable Americans. Flock's response claims that their system uses unbiased algorithms that are continually improving. They say it helps victims get faster police response and preserves evidence. But notice what they don't say. They don't explain how the technology actually works. They don't share accuracy rates, and they don't tell you how long they keep your voice recordings or who has access to them. Here's the bottom line. If your city has Flock's Raven system, there are microphones listening to you right now. They're recording your voice, your conversations, your emotional state, and the data is being stored somewhere. It could be hacked. It could be misused. It could trigger false police responses that put you in danger. And the worst part is that most people don't know this is happening. No one asked for permission, and there likely aren't warning signs around these microphones. This is mass audio surveillance in public spaces, and it's spreading to thousands of cities without any real debate on whether we want it. Cities need to demand answers before deploying this stuff. How accurate is it? What's the false positive rate? How long is audio stored? Who can access it? What happens if these systems get hacked? We need laws that actually address this. State eavesdropping laws weren't written for government microphones on every corner. We need clear rules about consent, notification, and limits on what these systems can do. And honestly, based on the 99% failure rate and all the privacy concerns, maybe we just don't need this type of technology at all. Please subscribe and let me know your thoughts.
Man, ain't no law. I just saw this. Let me click on this. It's another one.
Beverly Hills High School just dropped $4.8 million on what some people are calling a real-life dystopia.
Now, hold on. Because he mentioned the chilling effect. That's my first time hearing that. So I pulled it up. This is AI overview. The chilling effect is a legal and social phenomenon where individuals or groups refrain from exercising their rights, particularly free speech, due to fear or legal, social, or professional repercussions, often caused by vague or overbroad laws. This self-censorship leads to a less robust, conformative society. Examples of chilling effect: surveillance and privacy, fear of government surveillance, leading individuals to avoid reading certain literature or visiting specific websites. Wow. Cancel culture, individuals withholding opinions on sensitivity topics in social or professional settings to avoid backlash. Academic freedom, professors censoring their research or teaching to avoid political retribution or loss of funding. They're all on that 501, man. Oh, Isaiah 29. Make a man offended for a word. Legal threats, defamation, or liberal lawsuits being used to silence journalists or critics, even if the lawsuit is unlikely to succeed. Constitutional rights, laws restricting abortion, which can discourage or chill providers and patients from engaging in legal pre-restriction healthcare activities. Fear-driven, the motivation is the anticipation of negative consequences rather than the consequences themselves. Vagueness and breadth, laws that are unclear or overly broad create uncertainty, causing people to over comply to be safe. Man, this is cold. So let me play this right here. I just saw this. Let's play this one and I'm gonna get these precepts. Hey, cause this devil, man, he trying to be the Lord, man, trying to obtain Godhead, man.
They're rolling out facial recognition cameras that scan your students' faces constantly, drones to fly over campus.
And see, this is already in China. And China is the forerunner for Babylon the Great. We all know China, hey, before we talk about atomic count. Before the mark of the beast, which is the RFID micro C be made mandatory in America, it got to be perfected everywhere else. Hey, when you read in Isaiah 47, the judgment that's coming to America is going to be perfect because it's the perfection of the judgment that's coming to America. So before the infrastructure, which is already set up, but before the mark of the beast be mandated in America, it got to be perfect before it get here. See, this is Esau. The Lord say when he about to fill his belly. So at that point in Job 20, talks about how Esau going to be. If he's sitting down, he about to fill his belly. That means it's gonna come to a point where it's gonna seem like they got all their ducks in a row. So it got to look perfect in their eyes. So let's play this.
License plate readers tracking every car.
Let's run it back. This one only 3 minutes.
Beverly Hills High School just dropped $4.8 million on what some people are calling a real-life dystopia. They're rolling out facial recognition cameras that scan your students' faces constantly, drones to fly over campus, license plate readers tracking every car, and here's the strangest part, AI devices in bathrooms that listen to everything happening in there. These bathroom devices look like smoke detectors, and they're made by a company called Trident Sensors.
Oh, man.
The product is called Halo, and it claims to hear things like vaping, smoking, people being aggressive, gunshots, and even distress signals. And Beverly Hills High has about 25 of these monitors spread around campus. So why is this happening? The superintendent basically said they're in Los Angeles, one of the most famous cities on the planet, so they're always a target. He claims that the system catches multiple threats per day. They also say vaping has gotten out of control. Kids are vaping in bathrooms constantly, and these AI devices are supposed to catch them in real time and alert administrators immediately. The safety director at Beverly Hills even defended the facial recognition part by saying it helps kids during pickups when parents can't locate them. The system can tell staff which cameras the kid passed by and what they were wearing. And some of the students are in support. One recent graduate said it doesn't feel dystopian to her. It feels protective, like someone's always there watching out for the students. But in my opinion, here's where it gets concerning. In California, businesses have to tell you when they're collecting your biometric data, such as a face scan. But schools are completely exempt from the law. So Beverly Hills High doesn't legally have to tell parents, students, or even teachers that they're enrolled in this facial recognition system. The bathroom surveillance also is even more invasive. Bathrooms have always been a private space in schools. Now there are devices listening to everything. And although they're audio only, privacy advocates say that this ruins the trust between students and schools. One expert, Dr. Kumar Lowe, said it perfectly. Kids don't trust people they see that are spying on them, and that actually makes them less safe, not more. Now, here's the kicker. There's zero independent research proving any of this stuff actually makes the schools safer. Forbes reported that schools across America are rolling out AI surveillance with drones, facial recognition, and bathroom monitors, but there's not enough evidence saying that these tools actually work. The vape detectors specifically have major problems. Minneapolis Public Schools ran a pilot program that generated over 20,000 alerts.
And this is cold because this ain't about making it safe. It's about tracking you. But at the same time, it's giving the people the illusion of safety because you can know and spot a person with guns or doing something that's wicked, allegedly. So it ain't about the safety. But as the scripture talks about the peace and safety, but it's that illusion of peace and safety. But it's about tracking you. See, this is that problem, reaction, solution. And if they doing this, which we know a lot of places in America, because you got cameras everywhere now in the cities. So that means we're at the point now, man. China already got it perfected. So it's here in America. It's everywhere else because you don't hear about nothing going on in China. You don't hear about none of we watch these movies. You don't hear about none of the triads and none of these Chinese, nothing, no back alley deals, nothing. And they got it where you can't even talk against the government over there. So we here, man, Lord willing. As I was reading the other day that Revelation 7, as the angels are holding back these destructions, you see things, the Lord got things happening everywhere, though. It's happening. It's all a build-up. So when the angels let go of the winds, it's all going to hit at the same time from all four corners. But the elect, it's about the elect getting sealed. And as the elect getting sealed or being sealed, destruction, hey, the angels are holding back. Man, that shit, what they call it? the buildup of the pressure buster pipes. That's what's happening. The angels holding back that pressure, man. But everything is everything is ready to let loose.
In one school year. One high school got more than 600 alerts in a single day. That's more than one alert every minute during the school hours. Researchers looked into it and found no proof that these systems reduce vaping rates. The devices just create a ton of alerts that staff have to investigate, taking them away from actually teaching and helping students. Students are noticing the effects too. Research shows that these systems make kids feel less private and less safe. Students describe them as reactive, punitive, and ineffective. Instead of stopping vaping, kids just move to areas with fewer monitors. And get this, security researchers actually hacked these vape monitors and found that they could listen to live audio, which creates a huge privacy risk. So what we're looking at is schools spending millions on surveillance systems that have no proof of working. They violate students' privacy in bathrooms and hallways, and potentially are setting a trend for schools across the country. Privacy experts are worried that this is normalizing constant surveillance during the years when kids are still developing and learning to trust institutions. And all of this is happening while schools are legally exempt from telling anyone their biometric data is being collected. Beverly Hills High might be the most extreme example right now, but this technology is spreading. Other school districts are watching and considering similar systems. Please subscribe and let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Man, so let's tap into these precepts, man. Man, that's heavy. Esau, damn devil, man. But again, this is what he's supposed to do, man. This is his kingdom. He's supposed to be able to see and know everything that goes on in his kingdom. So let's go here first, Ezekiel 28. All right. Ezekiel 28 in verse 1, the word of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith Yahweh power, because that heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas, which is in the midst of the people. And we know this applies to Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed so-called white man today. Yet thou art a man. Here's one precept, and there's 4 of them. You got this one here to say, yet thou art a man. That goes to the Isaiah 14 when it says, this the man that made the earth to tremble. As goes to the 2 Thessalonians 2, right? The man of sin, the son of perdition. That's the 3rd precept. And then you got the one in 2 Thessalonians, they both in the 2 Thessalonians 2. And the man should be revealed, the son of perdition, that Satan-like man. So these 3 precepts, man, and it say, yet thou art a man and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God, which is the same thing in Isaiah 14, 13 and 14, and 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4, who opposed himself and exalted himself above all that is called God, so that he is worshiped, sitting in the seat of God, right? So Ezekiel 28 and 3, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. I want to get this. Hey, because they say this devil can listen to your voice, man. So I was thinking about this Psalms. Let's get this. Man, because the only one can do this is the Lord, man. And he has the angels. Psalms. First is this one, Psalms 44 and 21. Let's get this first. Let's hold on here. This devil is something else, man. So this Psalms 44 and 21. Shall not God search this out? For he knoweth the secrets of the heart, which is your mind. And this is what this guy is saying, man. This is what Esau is doing. Then I thought about this one. Psalms 139, 23. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts. That's what this guy said. This devil can listen to your thoughts, man. Having microphones with all this these megahertz and megawatts, whatever, to tap into your conversation, man. A private conversation. This is him trying to know our thoughts, man, on the left-hand side. So I was just thinking about these precepts. So I'm gonna run these down. Hey, Lord willing, I'm gonna get back to these live screens, man. This is Job 31 and 4. It reads, doeth not he see my ways and count all my steps? This is the Lord. But this is what Esau trying to do, man. This is what the devil trying to do. Let me get this. These just precepts I was thinking about as I was watching the first video yesterday, Jeremiah 16. And I had to write these down. Jeremiah 16 and 17. Because Esau trying to obtain Godhead, man. He want to be able to, he want to be the Lord. He want to be the angels. He want to be, omnipresence, right? Omnipresence. He want to be everywhere all the time. Big brother watching. Jeremiah 16 and 17. For my eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face. Neither is their iniquity hid from my eyes. See, this is what Esau want to see, man. Hebrews, these just some precepts. I just want to brush through this because I got another lesson I want to do. Lord willing, I gotta hit this plantation, man, at 2. I got another lesson I want to do. Hebrews 4 and 13. Neither is there any creature that is not manifest in his sight, but all things are naked and open unto the eyes of him with whom we have to do. Man, the Lord see everything, man. But all things are naked and open unto the Lord, man. This is what Esau trying to obtain, man. Jeremiah 23 and 23. Am I a God at hand, saith Yahweh, and not a God afar off? Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him? Saith Yahweh, do not I feel heaven and earth, saith the Lord. So, yeah, again, and shalom to the Akim I walk tuning in. Yahweh Shemal Shah Barakatham. Psalms 34 and 7. It reads, the angel of Yahweh encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. So Esau want to be the angel. He want to be the Lord, man. He want to be everywhere. That's the all-seeing eye. And then it's verse 15. Psalm 34 and 15, it reads, the eyes of Yahweh are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. Then I thought about this one. These are all the precepts I was putting together as I was listening to this video, man. Proverbs 15 and 3. The eyes of Yahweh are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. Let's see. Job 34 and 21. These devils is something else, man. But this is what they supposed to be doing, man. Hey, they about to. Hey, after this, man, it's over, man. This is their last great white hope, man. It's over after this. So they got to go hard. And so what's that? Ecclesiastes 9, Solomon said, whatever you put forth your hands to do, do it with all your might. So this is what Esau doing, man. He got to go out. He got to go out with a bang. Job 34 and 21. For his eyes are upon the ways of man, and he seeth all his goings. There is no darkness, nor shadow of death, where the workers of iniquity may hide themselves. And they thought about this too. Let me go back to this Psalm 139. In Psalm 139, this is what King David was saying. Let's go back to this. Because I just read Hebrews 4:13. It say everything is naked in the eyes of the Lord, man. Psalm 139. I'm going to start right here. Verse 7. Whither shall I go from thy presence? Or whither shall I flee from thy presence? Whither shall I go from thy spirit? Or whither shall I go from thy presence? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the utmost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. That's that. What's that? Jeremiah 10 and 23, man. It's not the way of man to direct his steps. If I say, hey, and that's why it's, man, Jake and even these heathen, hey, people is crazy because these people that's off the grid. You think Esau don't know where the fuck y'all at, man? Hey, they think they off the grid. You ain't off no fucking grid. All these preppers. You niggas ain't off the grid, man. Esau see all that shit. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me. Look at this. Yeah, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day. The darkness and the light are both for light to thee. So if complete darkness is light to the Lord, how the hell can you hide? And this is the point. This is what Esau trying to do, man. This devil is really trying to do this. Let me get I'm gonna read this from the phone because I gotta put I gotta pull up the Apocrypha and put it on this computer. But let me read this. This is Ecclesiasticus 42. Ecclesiasticus 42 and 17. The Lord hath not given power to his saints to declare all his marvelous works, which the Almighty Lord firmly settled, that whatsoever is might be established for his glory. So that Hebrews 6 and 9, thinking to come to salvation, though we does speak. So he gave us everything that we need for salvation and how to break down the wickedness in the earth and who's doing it and what it takes to Lord willing get salvation. Ecclesiastes 42 and 18. He seeketh out the deep and the heart and considereth the crafty devices. For the Lord knoweth all that may be known, and he beholdeth the signs of the world. He declareth the things that are past and for to come, and revealeth the steps of hidden things. No thought escapeth him, neither any word is hidden from him. And that's where I read the Psalm 139 and 23 and the Psalms 44 and 21. No thought escaped the Lord, man. So then, I got one more here. I want to close with this. This is hold on. The eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Let me pull this up. Ecclesiastes 23 and 19. It reads, such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, like I said in Job 34, and considering the most secret parts. He knew all things ere ever they were created. So also, after they were perfected, he looked upon them all. Man. Hey, so the Lord was edifying. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rekah Quadash, the abundance to the apostles, elder bishop, and elders of Great Millstone, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all that can believe in this truth and pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the outwealth who are listening and learning. If you sisters who are listening and learning, throughout tuning in, may Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua continue to bless you in your houses. May the blessing of Alexa be upon your houses. Till next time, I say Shalom. Walk Ubaba Ball. Hey, the while for tuning in, man. Lord willing, I'm back. Lord willing, I'm back on the live, man. Lord willing. Shalom.